Prabhupada ki God Premanandi, all glories to some devotees, all glories to some devotees, all glories to some devotees, all glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. Today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, 8th chapter, 24th verse, 1.8.24. Full house, eh? One more couple is coming, na? थोड़ा देर से आते हैं. आज देव दिवाली है? विशान महाग्नि पुरुषाद दर्शना असत् सभाया वनवास कृच्छ्रतः हृदे मृदेने महारतस्ततो द्रोणस्त्रश्चास्मा हरे विरक्षिताः विशान महाग्नि पुरुषाद दर्शनात् असत् सभाया वनवास कृच्छ्रतः हृदे मृदेनेक महारतस्त्रतो द्रोणस्त्रश्चास्मा हरे विरक्षिताः विशान महाग्नि पुरुषाद दर्शनात् असत् सभाया वनवास कृच्छ्रतः हृदे मृदेनेक महारतस्त्रतो द्रोणस्त्रश्चास्मा हरे विरक्षिताः
महाग्ने पुरुषादि दर्शना असत्सभाया वनवासवृक्षितः गौड अस्त्रांच स्म हरे विरक्षिता विशान महाग्ने पुरुषाद दर्शनात् असत् सभाया वनवास पृच्छतः हृदे मृदे अनेक महारथास्त्रतो द्रौणस्त्र चष्टास्म हरेरभिरक्षिता
My dear Krishna, your Lordship has protected us from a poison cake, from a great fire, from cannibals, from the very vicious assembly, from sufferings during our exile in the forest, and from the battle where great generals fought. And now you have saved us from the weapon of Ashwatthama. The list of dangerous encounters is submitted herein. Devaki was once put into difficulty by her envious brother, otherwise she was well. But Kunti Devi and her sons were put into one difficulty after another. For years and years together, they were put into trouble by Duryodhana and his party due to the kingdom, and each and every time the sons of Kunti were saved by the Lord. Once Bhima was administered poison in a cake. Once they were put into the house made of shellac and set afire, and once Draupadi was dragged out and attempts were made to insult her by stripping her naked in the vicious assembly of the Kurus. The Lord saved Draupadi by supplying an immeasurable length of cloth, and Duryodhana's party failed to see her naked. Similarly, when they were exiled in the forest, Bhima had to fight with man-eater demon Hidimba Rakshasa. The Lord saved him. So it was not finished there. After all the tribulations, there was the great battle of Kurukshetra, and Arjuna had to meet such great generals as Drona, Bhishma and Karna, all powerful fighters. And at last, even when everything was done away with, there was the Brahmastra released by the son of Dronacharya to kill the child within the womb of Uttara. And so the Lord saved the only surviving descendant of the Kurus, Maharaj Parikshit. Om Ajnanandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadanayam Kadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Savaranaranam Vitam Samsajivam Sadhvetam Sadhurupam Harivanasaitam Krishna Chaitanya Shri Radha Krishna Radha Sadhananda Shri Vishakam Vitamscha Hare Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dīnabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Raptakanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhya eva ca Patinānaṁ Pāvanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Srivasadi Gauravantabinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama So, when the Pandavas were going back again, you are following, Mahabharat? Huh? So, when the Pandavas were going back again to Indraprastha, after getting back their kingdom, so Duryodhana and Shakuni and all, again they approached the Dhritarashtra Maharaj. Let us play again. Call them back. So Gandhari and Dhritarashtra Maharaj, they tried to advise him, they tried to convince them not to play again. But they didn't listen, they didn't hear. Then Dhritarashtra Maharaj called again. They sent a message. So they were not even, they were about to reach Indraprastha. On the way only, messengers have met him and then said that Maharaj Dhritarashtra is calling you again for gambling. So Yudhishthira Maharaj, he told, Asambhavam hemamayasya janto tathapi ramo lulube mrugaya prayaha samasanna parabhavana dhiyo viparyastatara bhavanti. So meaning of this verse is Sita and Ram, both of them know that animal, a deer, golden deer doesn't exist, right? But still, she desired. And then Rama went to pursue in pursuance of the golden deer. In the same way, whether it is victory or defeat, whatever is destined to happen, it doesn't stop happening. So I will go. So Yudhishthira Maharaj told this. Evam daiva bala vishtaha dharmarajo yudhishthiraha Bhishma dronair arvaya manaha vidurena cha dhimata. So Daiva Balam is so strong, right? Yukta Ayukta Vichakshana doesn't work. Means Yukta Ayukta means proper or improper. Yukta Ayukta Vichakshana. Our intelligence is very important. You know? We may lose all our wealth, property, everything, but we should not lose our viveka. Intelligence. Yukta, yukta. Intelligence, the function of intelligence is discrimination between good and bad, correct, wrong, taking decision, right decision or wrong decision. That is the function of intelligence. But Daiva Balam, when there is a Daiva Balam, that intelligence stops functioning. So Daiva Balam, Evam Daiva Bala Vishta. Here Daiva Balam is very important, very strong. Krishna wanted this. So Bhishma, Drona, Krupacharya, Vidura, they all forbade them not to play again. But Daiva Bala is so strong. Yudhishthira Maharaj did not listen to them. Right? Why? Can you tell? Why Yudhishthira Maharaj played again?
Now there was nothing to lose.
Huh?
Everything was already lost.
No, they got the kingdom, na? Huh?
Kshatriyas.
Prabhuji asked that from Gujarat,
Yeah,
that,
they were feeling ashamed that they got back their kingdom by the blessings of a woman. So they didn't want that kalank, in the history, right? भीष्मदेव बोलते रहते हैं ना, इतिहास प्रश्न पूछेगा क्या जवाब देगा, right? इतिहास is also very important, history. What this speak about us in the future. Anyway, for people like us, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, right? मरने के बाद कोई याद नहीं करेगा. हाँ? हाँ?
आपको
Mahabharat lectures will be there. If somebody wants to hear authentic Mahabharat lectures, they will hear my lectures because I am speaking from original Mahabharat. People don't have access to original Mahabharat. So, again, Shakuni's Maya Dyutam has started, and then this time there is only one game. 12 years Vanvas, 1 year Ajnatavas. Right? So Ajnatavas means they have to hide somewhere. And then, if they are caught again 12 years Vanvas and 1 year Ajnatavas. That was the toughest part of their Vanvas. So Yudhishthira Maharaj agreed, and then he lost again. Right? He lost again. So, because they are attached to their vidhi, not this vidhi. They are attached to satyam, because they are attached to dharma. Right? They didn't want to go back on their word. That is why Pandavas have agreed to go for 1 month. So Dushasan, he deserved death, like that, horrible death, because he was doing parihas, That,
Still, these Ekachatraधिपत्य. Ekachatraधिपत्य.
हरे कृष्ण. प्रसाद नहीं मिलेगा.
कब लेके आया?
हाँ?
कब लेके आया?
नहीं. जो लेट आया उनको प्रसाद नहीं मिलेगा. You have enjoyed Ekachhatradipatyam. Ekachhatradipatyam means one man rule, unrivaled kingdom. Unrivaled kingdom. When you performed Rajasya sacrifice, you had such a wonderful Maya Sabha, and then carpets, Hamsatulika Talpa means very cushions, very soft beds and all. All of them will not be there. Aranyavas. Okay? Aranyavas is very difficult, right? They lost everything. So, so he was laughing. Now you have to wear Mrugacharma, means deer skins you have to wear without any chappals. You have to sleep on the floor, the forest surrounded, there will be ferocious animals. There will not be anything to eat, proper food to eat available. Previously, forests used to be very dark, very deep, like that. Bhimsen, his blood started boiling. Now you laugh. After 13 years, this laughter will change into crying. Right? Then Dushasana called him. Bhel, Bhel. Bull, Bhel. So like that. Then Bhima reminded him again, whatever vows he has taken during Draupadi Vastra. So be prepared, he warned him. Like that. So then Kunti Maharani also, she was there. She came along with them. So she was in Atidhi Gruha of Vidura. Then all the Pandavas, they went to meet her. There was a discussion whether Kunti Maharani also should accompany them. She wanted to accompany Pandavas during their exile. Then Vidura strongly objected, saying that you have become very old, you won't be able to tolerate the sufferings of the Vanvas. Please don't go. Then she said, where will I stay? My sons, they have gone. Where will I stay? I don't want to stay in Duryodhana or Dushasana, Dhritarashtra's bounds. Then Vidura suggested that stay in my house. So Kunti Maharani stayed in Vidura's house for 3 months, for 13 years. Dhritarashtra did not like it. Why she is staying in Vidura's house? She should stay in our house. Kunti Maharani said, no, I will not stay. Then Dhritarashtra said, then don't stay in our city. If you want to stay, you stay in our house, otherwise leave this place. Then Vidura chastised him. He said, no, she will stay with us. So they went to meet her. Then Kunti Maharani, first thing she told Draupadi, that shok mat karna. Shok mat karna. Your good character and sadachar, like they have a Bhakti Brihad Bhagavat Maharaj, he gives seminar on Vaishnava Sadachar. You attended? Vaishnava Sadachar. Sadachar is very important, Sadachar. So your good character and your sadachar and your dharma buddhi will protect you all the time. I don't have to I don't have to tell you how to treat your husbands. You are well trained. But I have only one request. Please take care of my favorite son, Sahadev, very nicely. Sahadev is his favorite. Kauravas are very, very fortunate that you did not look at them very angrily and burn them into ashes by your Pativrata Shakti, Tapa Shakti. So this dharma will protect you all the time. Then she was addressing her sons. She chastised Yudhishthira Maharaj. I never imagined in my dreams also that you would do such a thing. How foolish you are. Your father and your stepmother, Madri, they are very, very fortunate that they did not live to see these incidents. Right? They didn't live to see these incidents. Because Vedavyas Muni, after Duryodhana was born, he goes to Satyavati Mata. He tells her, now Duryodhana is born, Kali has entered, so there will be a huge fight will take place and Kuru Vamsha will be destroyed. You will not be able to see what is going to unfold. So leave this palace. He told, Vedavyas Muni told Satyavati Mata. Then she said, what should I do? Go to the forest and perform tapasya. So she, along with Ambalika and Amba, they left the forest for the forest. They didn't want to. As soon as Duryodhana was born, so actually I should not have agreed to leave. Madri should have stayed back, and I should have done Sati Sahagaman. Then they said, you are a very good lady. You will look after the children equally, with equal vision. That's why they prompted me to stay back. But actually it was a wrong decision on my part to agree. If I had died that time only, right, then all these things would not have happened. I would not have been alive to see all these things. Then she was saying Krishna. Ha Krishna Dwarkavasin Kvasi Sankarshana Anuja Kasmanna Trayase Dukkhat Mam Kshemamscha Narottama. Then she is saying, my dear Krishna Dwarkavasi, brother of Shankarshana, why are you upeksha, means why are you neglecting us? I will not say that you are not protecting us, but I am asking you, why did you protect us during Lakshagraha? Better we should have died at that time. You should not have saved us that time. अच्छा होता उसी टाइम हम मर जाते. So that we would not have been. I would not have been alive to see Draupadi Vastrahar and my sons going to the forest. Anyway, so then she's saying that if you had protected us at that time, why you are not protecting us now? She was crying with very heavy heart. she gave farewell to her sons. It was a very distressing moment for her. क्या हुआ? हाँ? क्या हुआ? ठीक है. So, Dhritarashtra Maharaj, he asked Vidura how the Pandavas were going for how they are leaving the forest. So, Yudhishthira Maharaj covered his face. Covered his face. Bhima was hitting his bahu. And then Arjuna, he is leaving a sand from his hand. Right? And then Nakula and Sahadeva, one brother, then Draupadi, she covered her face with her hair. She left her hair, covered her face. And then Rakta Sikta means she was wearing blood-stained cloth and they were going. Then Nakula and Sahadev, one brother applied Kalik and another brother applied Miti. Because they are sons of Ashwini Kumaras, they are very handsome. Anyway, I will tell you. Then Dhaumya Muni is going along with them with catching some darba grass in his hand. So Dhritarashtra Maharaj asked, what does that represent? Symbolic representation. What does that symbolize? He said, Dharmaraj, he is covering his face. Because he is Dharmamurti, personified Dharma. If he would look at anybody angrily, they would be burned to ashes. That is why he was covering his head. Then Bhima, he is showing his Bahubal. After 13 years, I will use this Bahubal, this Bahu, this shoulder, these hands, and kill all these Kauravas. And Arjuna, he is leaving the sand. Right? He is leaving the sand. That represents that like this, innumerable arrows I will release at the end of 13 years. And then kill all this Kaurav Sena. And I will kill all them. Like that. Draupadi, by covering her hair, covering with hair her face, she is looking like Kala Ratri. Sita Devi and Bhujani, means she took birth from the earth, and then Draupadi took birth from the fire. Both of them, Aparashakti, Parashakti, they have taken birth to kill all these Ashur Shaktis. They become the cause of the Ashur Shaktis, like that. So, one very wonderful thing has happened when they were going. all the Brahmanas, all the Praja of Hastinapur, they said, we will not live in the place where Adharmi, Asura like Duryodhana was ruling. So all of them, they started accompanying. They are numbering in lakhs. Lakhs, when 5 Pandavas and Draupadi, they were going. Lakhs and people, they have accompanied them. They said, we will not like to stay in Duryodhana's kingdom. We will not like to stay. So they also entered the forest along with the Pandavas. Anathasya vayam sarve viyuktaha pandunandane durviniteshu lubdeshu ka priti kauraveshnaha. So when Pandavas are gone, we are like anathas, needy, without these people, without morality and dushta and all these people. We don't like to, what is the use of staying in their kingdom like that? So like this, then as soon as they went, Dushta Chatushtayam. You know who is Dushta Chatushtayam? Huh? You know? You know? Tell. Yeah. Bolo? Yeah. They are called Dushta Chatushtayam. Dushta means crooked, nonsense. 4 people. Chatushtayam means 4 people. So this Dushta Chatushtayam, they approached Dronacharya. Then they said, Guru Maharaj, now the Pandavas have gone. We are depending on you. We are taking your shelter. We are your adhina. Now we are under your protection. Please give us protection. Then Dronacharya said, I am giving you shelter, but no. बोलते हैं पांडवों का बाल का बाका कोई नहीं कर सकता, right? क्योंकि they are Daiva Satan. They are Daivas. They are born with Daiva Sampatti. So they can't, I am giving you shelter, but Vidhi is very balavattara. Nobody can, Vidhi Rata, Vrat means writings of Vidhi. Nobody can escape. So, anyway, Pandavas are away for 13 years. Till that time you can take breath properly. उसके बाद आपका होगा. Like that. So, Drupad Maharaj is their relative. Drishtadyumna is born to kill me. They are very, very powerful. So don't underestimate. Anyway, for 13 years you are safe. Your safety is like staying under a palm tree, under the shelter of a palm tree during winter season. So, utna hi hai. Tatkalika, means only temporary relief you have got, right? But one thing is fixed, he said, Dronacharya. After 13 years, Mahasangram is Nishchay hai, definite hai. So be prepared for that. Right? Be prepared. That is why Duryodhan, like other day, Wednesday class I was telling, Duryodhan, he made Katputli of Bhimsen. And then he was practicing Gada Yuddha. उसको आंखें बंद किया तो भीमसेन दिखता था, आंखें खुला तो भीमसेन दिखता था, हर जगह उसको भीमसेन दिखता था और उसका वाव, चंगा तोड़ूंगा चंगा तोड़ूंगा। और भीमा कॉन्शियसनेस में he was living. We are a Krishna conscious. Duryodhana is Bhima conscious. Like that. So when Dhritarashtra, while hearing all these things, he became very frightened. Then he suggested Duryodhana better to call them back and patch up with them. Duryodhana and Ravanasur in the history, they are symbol for not listening to anybody's advice. I was hearing one lecture, one very interesting thing he said. Please go and offer obeisances to Ramchandra, he will forgive you. He said, you cut me into 100 pieces, still I will not go and ask, beg forgiveness. I will not give back Sita. Even if he gives, he releases arrows on me, I will not offer pranam, na nama. I will not, even if he releases arrows and hits me with arrows, I will not fall on like this on the front side. I will live only on the back side. I will fall only on the back side. That is his determination. I will not surrender to Ramchandra. That is Ravana's. In the same way, Duryodhana. He won't listen. So this is the lesson we learn from Mahabharat and Ramayana. Don't be like Ravanasura and Duryodhana. That's why there are two greatest fools born in history of Bharat. One is Duryodhana, another is Ravanasura. Right? So he says that even after Duryodhana saw Arjuna fighting single-handedly and defeated all the Kauravas during Virat Yuddha, still he went to war with them. Even though he saw one single monkey came and burnt Lanka, still he went to war with Ramchandra. They are the greatest fools born in the history of the world. One is Ravanasura and another is Duryodhana. So Sanjay also warned that I see so many ill omens. So something very inauspicious is going to happen. Like that, Sanjay has warned Dhritarashtra Maharaj. So in Srimad Bhagavatam, it is mentioned in the 88th chapter, Parikshit Maharaj asked this question, that Lord Shiva lives in Samshan Ghat. He doesn't have any material facilities, even though he is the husband of material nature, Durga Devi. He lives in Samshan Ghat and he decorates with vibhuti and all that. But his devotees, they live in bhavans, very opulent. Lord Krishna, Lord Vishnu, he is very opulent. He lives in huge bhavans. Right? He is very opulent. But his devotees, they live in poverty. Why like that? And they prefer poverty. Right? We are not devotees. That is why we live rich. Right? Otherwise, when we become real devotees. Yeah? So Yudhishthira Maharaj, he went and approached Lord Krishna. Then Sukadeva Goswami, he replied, Lord Shiva, he is in charge of mode of passion and ignorance mostly, and little goodness. So, whatever benedictions he gives, they are under the control modes of nature only. But Lord Krishna, he is beyond three modes of nature. So, whatever benedictions he gives, they are in transcendental platform. Right? Then, so they don't. That is why they don't like this material opulence, because they are afraid that if they get material opulences, they will become proud. They will become proud. Then Yudhishthira Maharaj questioned Krishna that, my dear Krishna, why do you give so much trouble to your devotees? Why did you give so much trouble to us? Why did you put us into so much trouble? If they read our history, people will hesitate to worship you. Right? When Giriraj Maharaj was touring South India, he had encountered many people. No, we don't like to worship Krishna, because if you worship Krishna, he will take away everything. Right? South India, they have misconception. Is it true? Huh?
I don't know. Something.
Is it true? Huh? Huh? Then ये क्यों बार-बार क्यों गिर रहा है? श्री भगवान वाचा यस्याहम अनुगृह्णामि बोलिए हरिष्ये तद्धनं शनैः ततो धनं त्यजत्यस्य स्वजना दुःखदुःखितं यस्याहम अनुगृह्णामि हरिष्ये तद्धनं शनैः ततो धनं त्यजन्ति अस्य स्वजना दुःखदुःखितं. The personality of God, it said, if I especially favor someone, not everybody, if I especially favor someone, I gradually deprive him of his wealth. Then the relatives and friends of such a poverty-stricken man abandon him. In this way, he suffers one distress after another. Krishna is saying, especially when I favor somebody, I take away all his opulence, of his wealth. Then the relatives and friends abandon him. In this way, he suffers one distress after another. Why? Why does he do that? Huh? Huh?
So that his devotees are totally dependent on him?
Huh? Srila Prabhupada, he was a very intelligent personality, and the Bose company, they were giving him soul selling agency of Bose chemicals for the entire Bengal. Prabhupada told that if I had taken that offer, I would have become rich like Tata and Birla. Prabhupada said. The super soul in my heart inspired me to become proud. Then I put such a big demand. I lost that offer. Later on, he opened a day chemicals. He used to make ointment. for knee pains and all. At one point of time, he had a factory and all. He became very rich man. Very rich man. Then I think in the Kanpur factory there was a fire and he lost everything. That time no insurance and all. One by one, he lost everything. And he was trying, he went to Allahabad, he went to Kanpur, he went to here, Mumbai, he was there. He was trying to set up businesses. Everywhere he was facing failures. Wherever he would put his hand, that business will go loss. Then Bhakti-Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj, he used to stay. Prabhupada had a building. On one floor, Prabhupada gave them for preaching. So Bhakti-Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj, along with his disciples, he used to stay in Prabhupada's house in one floor. He used to preach. Prabhupada used to help him. He told, Abhay Babu, Yasyaham anugrahanami anishye taddanayam shanai. This shloka is happening to you. Krishna is taking everything from you. Well, so you must surrender to Krishna. So at the same time, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he was coming again and again and requesting Prabhupada to take sannyas. He said, I have 2-3 daughters, sons are there, wife is there. Okay, who will take care of them? Like that, I was thinking Prabhupada was telling. Why Guru Maharaj is saying that I should take sannyas? What will happen to them? Like that. But Sri Bhaktisiddhanta again and again coming in dream and imploring him, take sannyas, Abhay Babu, take sannyas. Like that. And one day, he asked his wife, when Prabhupada used to do Kirtan programs, his wife and children, they would sit in their room and drink tea and eat biscuits. Then one day he asked, you want tea or you want me? Then she replied, I want tea. And he understood. It's not worth it, Prabhupada did not like his wife so much. Then he wanted to marry again. Prabhupada was very expert harmonium player. And then he that time polygamy was allowed. A man can marry more than one wife. Only after 1947 only the ban. That's why Hindus are envious of Muslims. 4 पत्नी रख सकता है वो. And he wanted to marry his friend's sister. Again, second wife. Because she was very attracted to Prabhupada's harmonium playing, singing. And Prabhupada, he approached his father. Prabhupada's father told, it is very nice that you don't like your wife. When the time comes, you can leave her very nicely, easily. You are not otherwise if you are attached, then Prabhupada liked that advice. So when the time came, 1 minute he left. Prabhupada made this logic, you know. Suppose if I die, they will say, Krishna will take care of them. So when I am alive, why Krishna won't take care? Like that he left. So he was a little dhoti and all. He left. The rest is history. You know? So, 7th Canto Bhagavatam Prabhupada writes, in spiritual life, nobody is praised that he is a very such a nice family man. He is very attached to wife and children. Right? Suppose in temples, does anybody praise somebody who is very attached to his wife and children? Huh? They will say, अरे लंपट आदमी है, जुरू का गुलाम है, jokes मारते हैं, right? Persons like me give lectures, you know, family affection छोड़ दो, right? Prabhupada says, they say, behind every man's success, there is a woman. But in spiritual life, if there is a woman behind you, you won't be successful. Right? You have to, at one point of time, you have to give up your attachment to women, or wife and children. So it doesn't happen to everybody. It doesn't happen to everybody. To somebody who is when Krishna is especially favored, to such a person, he takes away everything. Then what happens? What is the result? Then what happens?
Becomes dependent on Krishna.
Then what happens?
Goes back.
Krishna. Ah. Krishna takes away wife and children, wealth and everything, and
Gives himself.
he gives himself. Right? So, Krishna told Yudhishthira Maharaj, सोने को बहुत हाई टेम्परेचर फायर में when they burn, severely they burn, वो कुंदन बन जाता है. वैसा ही when I put my devotees into difficulty, one thing happens, you know, that is a must. Many times I told, you know, what is that? What is that you require for Krishna keeps on saying in Bhagavad Gita, again and again in Bhagavad Gita, one thing that is required for becoming Krishna conscious. बोलो? हाँ? हाँ, क्या बात है? शिवानी, हाँ? एकांतिक भक्ति, हाँ? हाँ. She keeps saying, I'm missing Vrindavan, missing Vrindavan. Right? So, constant remembrance of Krishna, Ekantik Bhakti. Constant remembrance of Krishna. That is required. Right? So, if you have so many responsibilities and everything, how can you remember Krishna? Right? Krishna is saved in So, next Parva is Aranya Parva, Sadhana Parva. Pandavas became complete, pure devotees. Yudhishthir Maharaj became free from Aham Mama. I will explain. The effect of Sadhana Parva is Yudhishthira Maharaj has seen how he became free from Aham and Mama. Right? This is the greatest obstacle in the whole spiritual life is these two things. Aham, I am doing it, I am this, I am that, and everything belongs to me. By taking away everything from Yudhishthira Maharaj, Krishna showed this is not yours. Yudhishthira Maharaj realized, ये मेरा है तो मैं कैसा खो गया हूँ, right? Huh? If it is mine, right? We keep losing money, right? If it is mine, how did I lose? Mama. So he became free from. Then he understood that I am nothing. I am nobody. I am not capable of doing anything. I am such a fool. I should not think, I am such a big king, this and that. So we lost everything. So Yudhishthira Maharaj utilized 12 years. For what? Sadhu Sangha. Right? That's what Maharaj Prithu prayed. What did he pray? Sunday class I told.
Millions of years.
Millions of years. So that I can hear Krishna Katha. So purely. That's what he did.
From pure devotees.
Yeah. Anybody knows that verse? You know that verse? Na kamaye nath tadyapi ham kvachit nayatra yusmarcharanambujashvaha mahattamantar hridayan mukachito vidit sakarnayitam eshmevaraha savuttama shloka mahan mukachito bhavat padambur sudakanali smritir punar vismritattvavatmanam yoginam no vitarati alambalaihi. What will happen if you hear Krishna Katha from the lips of pure devotee? बोलो क्या होता है? Last Sunday I told 2 verses I quoted. बोलो पूजा क्या चेक कर रही है?
The dust from Krishna's lotus feet
Ah.
goes through the
Saffron from the mouth.
Saffron dust particles. When a pure devotee speaks Krishna Katha, he comes in contact with the saffron dust particles that are emanating from Krishna's lotus feet. When we sit in front of him and hear, those saffron dust particles will fall on us. Then if they fall on us, what will happen? Smritit punar vismruta tattvavatmanam. Vismruta means we have forgotten. Tattvavatmanam. Tattva means I am eternal servant of Krishna. That tattva we have forgotten. Smritit punar. We will remember again that tattva, that I am an eternal servant of Krishna. That's what he had done. So this Duryodhana and all foolish people, they were actually thinking, Yudhishthira Maharaj suffering and all that. But they didn't suffer. Like we are not suffering. I am not suffering, I left everything, job, game and all. But I am enjoying doing service to Radha as well every day. Right? My friends may be thinking, somebody is vice president, somebody is president of some company, this company, going in Mercedes car. हम भी जाते हैं. But right, everyday राधा तेरी आरती करता हूँ, उससे क्या भाग्य क्या है, right? संसार में. So that is the thing. So people get very disturbed why Pandavas are put into so much difficulty. Why were they put into difficulty? Huh? No. उसको हाँ?
Special favor.
वो लोग क्या बनना, उसको क्या बनाना चाहते हैं? हाँ? कुंदन बनाना. कुंदन गोल्ड को हाई टेम्परेचर में बर्न करने से, हीट करने से गोल्ड कुंदन बन जाता है. ऐसा. इसलिए डोंट थिंक दैट कृष्णा हैज पुट यू इनटू डिफिकल्टी. इट इज गुड फॉर suffering is good. Like Rasraju is in a lot of difficulty, still he is battling. Krishna, before taking us back to Godhead, whatever karmas are there, he will burn them off by giving suffering. क्योंकि प्रारब्ध कर्म जाता नहीं जल्दी. बाकी सब कर्म चला गया. As soon as we start chanting, Kutastha, Bija, Aprarabdha, all of them get burned. But Prarabdha karma left out. Is left out. That Prarabdha karma Krishna has to take out. Once there is one Baba, I told this. He was always remembering Krishna, chanting Hare Krishna. He was suffering from constant diarrhea. He was delirious. So he was passing in the cloth and so somebody was coming and cleaning that cloth and changing the cloth and all that. That Baba, he was in that condition all constantly. Remembering Krishna. Then he came to consciousness that Lord Jagannath is changing the cloth. He is cleaning the cloth. Baba asked, Jagannath, what are you doing? You are cleaning my stool. Instead of cure it, na? Jagannath said, then you have to take birth again. Khatam karo karma, prarabdha. Prarabdha karma khatam karo, so that I can take you back. So suffering. So Krishna gives suffering and he gives strength also to tolerate suffering. So very important parva we are going to start. I am very happy you are all coming and hearing. I also get opportunity to do research and study deeply Mahabharat. Very interesting. The essence of Mahabharat, Sabha Parva, this is what we finished. First is Adi Parva, second is Sabha Parva. Essence of Sabha Parva is who can tell? What is the essence of Sabha Parva? What do you learn from Sabha Parva? Lessons, life's lessons from Mahabharat. Huh?
Whatever situation you are, give up everything and just remember Krishna, he will come and save you.
Vasishtha Muni's instruction to Draupadi. Okay? Once she served him, Vasishtha Muni, and Vasishtha Muni gave her instruction. Tali, my dear daughter, when you are a lot of difficulty is going to come to your life. So when you are in difficulty, remember Krishna and chant his names. So that's why when Vastraparana is happening, she remembered that instruction. And immediately she started calling out Krishna's names. That is the essence of Savapana. Then Krishna told that one Shiva Vaishnavacharya was saying, I forgot to tell you, that Krishna wanted to kill everybody who had seen Draupadi Vastrahara except Vidura. Except Vidura, he wanted to kill everybody, including Pandavas. He is angry with Pandavas also. Krishna wanted to kill. Then he arranged the killing. Then he thought about it. Draupadi Krishna was a little bit morose when he was leaving this world. Uddhava asked, "My dear Krishna, what is the cause of your moroseness?" He said, "एक काम रह गया." क्या? द्रौपदी का रेडी ऋण चुका नहीं पाया. क्यों? हृदय, she chanted my name in such a helpless condition. She called out. So the way she called out, in that helpless condition, हमेशा के लिए रेडी बन गया मैं. I am not able to pay her back the ऋण. So वो मैं रह गया. इसलिए I am feeling very bad that without repaying her debt, I am going back. So I wanted to kill Pandavas also because they saw Draupadi Vastrahari. But I could not kill them because my Sakhi Draupadi will become widow. Don't want. That's why I left them out. Otherwise, I am angry with them. So that is the essence. That is the greatness of chanting the holy names of Krishna, especially in helpless condition. That is the essence of Sabha Parva. Complete surrender to Krishna, like Draupadi. That's what we learn. Thank you, Hare Krishna. Next week we'll start Aranya Parva. Time हो गया. क्या हुआ? Vidura is the one. He stopped and protested.
Let's all chant and thank Prabhuji for the wonderful class.